Hello there, welcome back to the Roman Empire. Last time we finished our war with, Bohemia. Went pretty straightforward, pretty easily, and today we're probably just going to be focusing on, the Ottomans, growing the Mamluks, and basically just relaxing to some degree. I'll probably also consider fighting good old Commonwealth. And it's probably going to happen, let's just be honest. Commonwealth is something that needs to be dealt with. They are starting to get big. They're actually winning. They're winning their war against Russia. To be quite frank here, that's not something you do unpunished. To some degree. But anyways, we're going to be focusing on basically growing the Mamluks. There'll probably be a smaller war against the Commonwealth, where we'll be aiming at growing, of course, Finland a little bit in the north here, just cutting off that border, making it look neat. Gotland will most likely be given to Finland, and all in all, we're probably also going to be growing Moldavia a bit, getting access to Crimea, Georgia, Circassia, and basically just again stretching over the northern parts of the Ottomans. But as I said, we're also going to be taking a advantage here in terms of Tunis and Hejaz. Both of them have deals, if you will, with the Ottomans, and we're going to use that to our advantage here. So we're going to declare war. The goal here will be to take the core of Alexandria. Again, just easy to take. And of course the Ottomans are going to be called into the war as well. I will be dealing with them probably just with these 72,000 men I have here. I'll be sending the 48,000 I have here left or west towards the Tunisian forces. So it's pretty straightforward, pretty easily. No, I will not be giving you back the land that I took. It's mine. It will for always be mine. But yeah, basically I've secured a little bit of Pomerania here for myself, and it will remain mine until the end of time. But as I said here, the plan is to basically fight the Ottomans, fight Tunis, and get some riches for it, basically. So it should be very, very straightforward. I'll be using 224,000 man armies to keep everything in check, and I'll be using the other army here basically as a babysitter, or sieging engine, depending on how you want to describe it. That will be sieging the rest of the provinces. Now it should be pretty straightforward, should be pretty easy here. I can take local unrest plus 10 for 5 years, or I can lose 5 unrest and 20 local automacy in Hinterpommern. Autonomy, not automacy, what the hell. And I think that's perfectly alright. It's a new province, people are pissed, so I can live with that. But anyways, with that said, the war has begun. Should be very easy to win it, hopefully. So we'll see how this goes. Again, we have just so much of a morale and everything really advantage on these guys that it's almost kind of silly. But the goal would be to basically grow just the Mamluks right now. Apparently we did beat a navy here. A Moroccan navy has been completely destroyed. And with that I need to fix my navy, because it's losing ships now. It needs to be fixed, quite literally. So although I can't get to the strait just yet, it's perfectly fine. We'll just be sieging the area north of the strait, and at the same time we're moving into Tunis. And Tunis does actually have an army here, but it's just 20,000 men, more than we are capable of. Sorry, we are more than capable of dealing with them. I was about to say that more something. I was about to say something stupid and I didn't, but it came out stupid anyways due to my uncertainness. Anyways, I'll sit back. I'll allow just the siege to continue, and if there's any bigger battles or any interesting things happening, I'll show you. But for the time being, I don't think something like that will happen. One interesting thing though was that it seems like Northumberland actually sent an army to Morocco. That's an interesting fact that I didn't think would happen. But I'll keep on fabricating claims, and I'll keep on sieging, and we'll see how things turn out in this one. Should be fairly interesting. Well, I completely forgot about the fact, but I actually do need to upgrade my fleet. It's going to cost me 1,700 ducats, and 111 ships will get upgraded. So let's just do that. Boom, we have upgraded our ships. They should be a little bit more powerful now, a little bit more capable. All I really need to do now is allow them to, of course, recover. It's going to take a little while, but it shouldn't be an issue. And while we're on that case, I do have cutting-edge military, so I'm going to hire a new general. 255 with 3 in siege is actually pretty good. And we're going to give him his first battle here and see how he does. I'm pretty sure it will be a resounding success. hopefully. But anyways, it seems like it's actually the case here. It's pretty straightforward. Actually, lost a little bit more than I would like, but we did win the battle, which is, again, the important fact here. I'm also going to be sending... Oh, Tunis actually does have a lot of troops. My 48,000 men, I might actually get into trouble. But with that, we'll also be perfectly capable of sieging the Ottoman area. I might just be a little bit on the defensive to begin with there, but it should be alright. I'll join these two armies together, and we'll use that to defeat the Ottomans here. Let's see how you guys do if we join together and attack that 31,000 Ottoman army. So not surprisingly, they actually run off like cowards here, and here is the exact reason why. My army is pretty powerful once you actually join them together. They, well, of course, get increasingly powerful, but they also have a very easy way of dealing with the enemy, especially when an enemy is weak, enemies like Moroccan and, well, other countries' forces. So we should be able to deal with anything these guys can dish out at us with relative ease. I'm still going to wait for the ships here to get repaired before I do anything, like blocking the strait. But I think I might just wait 1 more month and just send them to destroy the Ottoman navies so I can actually start sieging the Ottoman mainland. And I'm going to have to pay attention to the Ottoman mainland because of how the armies work. Now, this is actually an interesting battle here. It again shows just how well much better my armies are compared to my enemies. And again, the benefit here is that I can actually block the straits. They can't actually get to my armies, but at the same time, all of their armies are actually currently in an area that makes it hard for them to defend. So of course that means that I'm going to be sending my armies into their land to, of course, do some sieging, be annoying, take your pick, and as it is, that means that I can pick off either or their armies as they arrive, and of course we're going to do that. For now, however, we'll just hang back and see how things go, but if there's any bigger battles like this one, I'll probably show you. But even with them beating my armies to... Ooh, I'm actually going to lose this one. Complete wipe. I'm amazed. But I'm also a little bit uncertain there. If they manage to run that far, that is actually a problematic scenario. I'm going to just have to create a new army here. I got a little bit overconfident in my army's capabilities, and they failed me. But basically what I do then is just create 2 new armies and send them to replace that one that I lost. So, to be perfectly honest, it's not really a problem. I'll just have to recover this one, and I'll probably use that to siege the Ottomans. We'll deal with the Ottomans first, then we can deal with Tunis, and then we can deal with the Hejaz after that one. Should be very straightforward. Anyways, we do no longer have complete military supremacy, and that's a little bit awkward, but it's something I should be able to deal with. I'll just, again, take these guys back home, and we'll deal with the Ottoman forces once we get back there. Or I'll just juggle these guys around and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'll have to stop that siege and stop that siege. Again, I want to use these 20 or 48,000 men here as a, well, commando squad, just like so. I'm not really sure where these guys will run, but I'll place one guy or one squad in Trablus. That will help out. And the other one here will be running around just protecting my, well, sieges, if you will. We'll be interested to see how it pulls off. And if I can destroy this army, good. They actually decided to split up their armies here, which is interesting. So I think I can win, probably. Even with, no, not with those backups. I can't win. Nope. We'll basically could have won, but we would most likely run out of morale and then just have the cannons be, well, slowly destroyed. You guys walked there way before that, I know. Do not lie to me. Anyways, for now, I'll keep on sieging. I'll keep an eye on the Ottoman forces. And I think I might join this army up with the one in the south, and then I can just pick up the 24k armies here and use them for, well, the proper siege of the Ottoman land. We'll have to see. I'll probably drop this 24,000 men regiment off in the mainland of Tunis. So we'll have to see what happens and how it works. But basically, here we seem to be in an awkward scenario again. Run to Sudan if you can, please. And funnily enough, here it seems like the Ottomans have gone full protect their allies mode to some degree, because all of the forces are down here. So once I pick up this one and we start beating them back, it's going to be interesting to see how they run. If they actually run back into the main Ottoman land, it's going to be kind of weird. but I am actually expecting that to happen, to be perfectly honest. It's it just lies on the cards, if you will. But for now, we'll just focus on the Ottoman main force, or Ottoman mainland, and we should be able to take a fair amount of land here down the line. I'll also go ahead and pick up the army in Barcelona, and we'll probably just bring it to the main area here. The funny thing is, Tunis seem to, or the Tunis and Ottoman alliance seem to have most of the forces right here. So I don't really have anything to worry about in terms of sieges, so I can actually split this one also up in smaller units. I should also go ahead and split these guys up in 3,000 man units, because what that means is that once the Ottomans actually have to run, they're going to have to run very, very far to find a place where I do not have any troops, well, currently securing land. So we'll have to see how it goes. Of course, it's not actually a very good way of doing things, because again, I might get some of my 3,000 man units wiped here, and they're a pain in the ass to put back together. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But for now, I'll go with this, and we'll see how it works out. Anyways, I'll get that Barcelonian army too, and we'll see how we look after that. But hopefully, yeah, I can well, pull a victory out of that. We'll see how it turns out. I'll be right back. There we go, the armies have doubled, and I'm actually going to put up two 48th Houseman armies here that we are going to be basically using for attack. And let's just be honest here, having two 48th Houseman armies means that power-wise we're going to be pretty damn amazing. So I'm going to be really interested to see how this goes. If everything goes well, I should be more than capable of dealing with any enemies without any concerns at all. And also, as you can see, I'm sieging most of the Ottoman mainland, so it's going to be interesting to see how that turns out as well. Boom! Army gone. Now, of course, attrition with this is going to be pretty severe. I'm no idea if I can actually catch up to that Ottoman army. I'll try, but it's nope. Nope, nope, nope. I'm no idea where they're going or what they're planning, but it's perfectly alright. I'm just going to be putting up some sieging squads, I think. Move these guys back to Alexandria. And again, just siege our way forwards here slowly. Even if that is a pretty small army in terms of force, it should be more than capable of sieging anything that I put before it. So for the time being, we'll just siege the Ottoman forces. And if I'm actually lucky here, this plan might work out in a way that ends up being me not having to actually fight the Ottomans more or less at all. We'll have to see. But yeah, we're going to be giving some of the Mamluk land back in this war. Probably this is going to be the deal. We're going to have to take a lot of land to make it work, but it's probably going to be the deal. And again, after we fight Hejaz, we might even be able to flip these remaining provinces out of rebels, for instance. I'll have to see how that works. And apparently, a lot of my people have died, which is interesting. Stability cost. Sure, we'll lower our stability cost even further. Right now it's 62, and that's plus 50%. So a regular point of stability now costs me 31. Now if I add all of these modifiers up, 40, 45%, 70%, 80%, 88% discount here in theory, I think. 10% for Orthodox with continuity, that makes 30. With button, that makes 40. With fine arts, that makes 45%. With imperial integrity, that makes 55%. With training in mind, that makes 80%. And bishop act, 8%. So 88% off in theory, which makes it a little bit interesting. I'm a little bit unsure if they're additive or if you have to take the percentage of the percentages, which would be a pain in the ass to calculate. So I will not be doing that. But anyways, yeah, as you can see, we are slowly but surely sieging everything that the Ottomans have. So I'm just going to slowly but surely continue with that. I'm going to keep an eye, of course, on the Tunisian land. But I would imagine this war to be pretty much over. All I really want to do, or have to do right now, is just wait, move my troops as we siege, and that should be the end of it. So I'll sit back and see how this turns out. Well, this is actually quite interesting, but the entirety of that 70,000 man army was moved because Northumberland is invading Morocco. I find that hilarious. There's a 70,000 man army to deal with maximum 20,000 men who currently are stuck in Morocco. I find that I can't even describe how interesting I find that, but it's just bad AI basically they attack a threat that's not really a threat, while the real threat is eating up their, well, land here. So it's looking pretty good. Ottomans in terms of a peace deal is still not well, wanting to do this, of course. But again, I'll just be focusing on the on getting back the Mamluk land for now. We'll also be helping out. Serbia has actually started moving one army over there because of their rebels. So with that in mind, we'll just slowly but surely keep on sieging forwards. I'll go with 12,000 man armies here because it's just easier, so to speak. And again, once the Ottomans are out of this war, it won't really be a concern either. It's just Rabat and Tadmor, and then I will be currently sieging every single Ottoman province. So their war exhaustion will just rise through the roof very shortly here. But we're going to end it here and continue next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you around next time. Bye.